What's the creepiest display of intelligence you've seen by another human? 1. I knew a guy who worked in retail and had the uncanny ability to memorize customers' credit card numbers after seeing them just once. 2. A friend once showed me a guidebook he'd written about how to handle his girlfriend. He had taken detailed notes on her likes, dislikes, and past gifts, complete with her reactions to each one. He documented which actions triggered which responses and even wrote down specific phrases he could say to achieve certain outcomes. He had strategies to calm her down if she got mad, ways to make her feel loved if she was upset, and a whole system to get her off his back so he could go back to doing whatever he wanted. It was somewhere between oddly sweet and disturbingly manipulative. 3. My sister, hands down, and it's an ongoing thing. Dishwasher broken? 10 minutes of YouTube later, she knows the what, the how, and the why, and she'll have it fixed in half an hour if the parts are in stock. Car making a weird noise? FaceTime her, pop the hood, crank the engine, and she'll identify the issue and give you estimates from 3 local shops. Random archaeological discovery mentioned in passing on the news? She's already read the journal article and can connect it back to a dig in chili from the 80s. Complex Thai recipe she's never tried? Glances at the instructions twice, then makes a restaurant-quality version on the first go. She remembers your coworker's sister's boyfriend's birthday, and that he prefers chocolate sprinkles over rainbow ones. She's gotten a feral dog to eat out of her hand, bathed it, and diagnosed a leg injury from 10 paces away. Her bosses constantly try to promote her, but she refuses because it would cut into her jam-making time. Yet, when there's a problem no one can solve, they all go to her first and listen the moment she speaks. Her husband swears he once heard her ask the general manager, "What flavor of stupid did you eat for breakfast this morning?" And the manager actually apologized for his mistake. She insists she just has a good memory, but I don't know, man. It's handy having her on my side, but if she ever decides to take over the world, we're all screwed. 4. When I was in med school, I was tangentially friends with a guy who never attended lectures. He skipped all labs, all tutorials, everything. The night before our second-year finals, he showed up at my house and casually mentioned he had spent the past week watching every lecture at 2x speed. Dude placed in the top 10 out of 300 students on every exam. And it wasn't just rote memorization, he had a deeper, more functional understanding of the material than most of us who actually showed up every day. I always shuddered to think what he could accomplish if he actually applied himself, but he was perfectly happy just coasting through life. 5. I once knew a 14-year-old boy helping his dad drywall a house. He stood at the bottom of the staircase, looked at the shape of the stairs, glanced at the drywall sitting on the sawhorses, then cut the drywall without taking a single measurement. The piece fit so perfectly that it slid into place like it was giving the stairs a hug. No measurements. Just pure spatial awareness. 6. I once worked with a lady who had spent her entire career counting pills in a pharmacy. One day, she glanced at a container of ibuprofen labeled as having 100 pills and said, "That looks off." We recounted it, there were 99 pills. One missing pill. My mind was blown.